we have seen over the years in our work that we ourselves at the foundation, as well as some of our partner um, grassroots and other constituency organizing groups that we work with and give grants to in some cases, often are behind the times as far as being able to use online tools and tactics in an effective way to promote action and engagement, not just information sharing. And so we were trying very hard not to be passive. And then in comes social movement technologies. And we were very happy to be to be able to give social movement technologies a small grant at the beginning of their work to really begin to figure out how we can make our work better here at the foundation, as well as give resources to some of our grantee partners. So I just want to say, from a foundation point of view, social movement technologies was very helpful to us in coaching our communications staff here. We were trying to figure out how to be much more savvy about the use of Twitter here at the foundation. And I think our communications person came from a much more traditional media background and was from more of a journalist point of view, and really wasn't thinking about how to use the platform for advocacy as well as could be. And the coaching that was given to our staff really opened our eyes to make us think about how we might do this work differently, and also set target goals for ourselves. And I'm happy to say that with Hannah's help and the rest of the team, we were able to get much closer to our goals on that front. I just want to tell you one story about one of our grantee partners, which was the Bridgeport Child Advocacy Coalition. And Social Movement Technologies was able to work with one of their staffers. It's a very small advocacy organization in one of the poorest cities in the state, the poorest city in the state of Connecticut. And they do a lot of work around issues that affect children and low-income families in that city. They were able to work with the staffer on a couple of things. One was on how best to use Twitter with the constituencies that they were trying to reach and influence. Facebook, including increased sharing and the use of strategic targeted dollars for advertising on Facebook. They worked hard on screen shares around action platforms for petitions and other ways to engage people. They also were issuing a report each year on the state of the child, and they never really knew who was looking at the report and how they may or may not be able to engage the people that they pushed it out to. So social movement technologies helped them with tracking of who gets this report and how they get it, and they created a format so that a person would have to fill out a form before they could access the report, which helped them to build their mailing list. That's just like one example of a few things that they were able to do and continue to do work with BCACs. And another group in Connecticut that did something pretty exciting for them was the Early Childhood Alliance, which they were able to develop a way to use texting to engage their grassroots leaders in calls to legislators when they were doing a lobby day. And they were very struck at the difference between going up there and doing the lobby day and not having legislators getting calls from people, and then doing it at the same time that legislators were hearing from people. Really sort of upped their confidence really about engaging grassroots leaders in this work. And I'm going to stop at that. I just want to, just end my comments with saying that as an old school organizer, I've often been a little hesitant about replacing one-on-one people connections with online organizing, but I have become a convert in the past few years, and I really think social movement technologies has figured out a great formula for doing impactful work with people that is very affordable and accessible.